am to worship. This week we are looking at one of my favorite passions in life, and that is to worship. Yesterday we saw Jesus' encounter with the Samaritan woman, and he said, this is not going to be about a mountain or a temple, and I want to build on that today. So often we're expecting God to rock up when we go to church. But I want to tell you that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. It is not a building that we go to. In 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19, it says, "Or do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have from God, and that you are not your own?" Here we see that when we have this concept of worship, it is within us. That God is within us and we get to worship Him, not from a building, but from inside. And then I want to share just 3 different expressions of God's presence that we have of His glory. The first is His omnipresent, that God is always with us. In Psalm 139 verse 7, David asked this question. He says, "Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence?" And he continues in that psalm to say, there is nowhere, no hell, heaven, mountain, valley. You can't run away from God. His presence is omnipresent. He is always with you. So when you're aware of Him, it's because He's always been there. The second one I want to share is God's abiding presence. This is found in Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5, where it says, "Make sure that your character is free from the love of money." We spoke about that form of worship yesterday. "Being content with what you have, for He Himself has said, I will never desert you, nor will I ever forsake you." That is that abiding presence where I believe it comes when you are content with you, with your circumstances, with the people around you, and your mind, your heart, your soul are focused on worshiping Him. And then finally is His manifested presence, where you actually experience and feel His presence. In John 7 verse 37 to 38, it says, "Now on the last day, the great day of the feast, Jesus stood and cried out, saying, 'If anyone is thirsty, let him come to me and drink. He who believes in me, as the scripture said, from his innermost being will flow rivers of living water.'" I want to tell you, you can experience His manifested presence today. Experience the living waters that will flow out of your spirit into your soul and into your body. Won't you trust Him today? Won't you experience a heart of worship as you know He's never going to leave you, He's with you, He's abiding, and He will manifest that to you today. Always remember, you are highly favored and